Welcome to Marksmen Vegetation, total vegetation that is always on target. Marksmen prides itself as one of Western Canada's largest vegetation management companies. Started in 1991, owned and operated by Lyle Freilich, with a management staff of over 100 years of combined experience. Work hard, work efficient, work safe. What we do. Primary business operations. Industrial herbicide application, weed identification, inspections, and GIS mapping. Manual vegetation control, including mulching, trimming, mowing. Utility tree work, hydro seeding. Primary work locations: Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, British Columbia. Sister companies: Chemical storage and sales through Tri-Target Solutions in Regina, Saskatchewan, and Lloydminster, Alberta. MVM Rail Spraying in Regina, Saskatchewan, and Lloydminster, Alberta. Target Trailer Sales in Regina, Saskatchewan. Industrial sites across North America are important components of a supply chain of materials and labor required for the production and delivery of goods and services. The dependability of this system and safety for both the surrounding communities and the environment come from ensuring best practices are followed. Something as simple as an outbreak of Canada thistle or kochia can delay response times in spotting oil leaks, a tree can disrupt power and transmission lines, and low-lying brush can create a visual hazard for those traveling on our vast network of highways. Ensuring natural habitats remain undisturbed for wildlife is a commitment of many of our customers, and in some cases required by law. The Weed Acts, Water Acts, the Alberta Environmental Protection and Enhancement Act, and various other provincial and federal legislation pertains to the use of herbicides and the requirement to control various species of non-native invasive plants. Marksmen prides itself as one of Western Canada's largest vegetation management companies. But we didn't get here alone. Every person, be it an employee, contractor, customer, or service provider, has a continued commitment to the safety of employees, the community, and the environment. Worksite safety is a shared responsibility. However, the regulations place specific responsibilities on the owner, operating companies, leaseholders, and the prime contractor. The Occupational Health and Safety Code, Act, and regulation for each province are important in ensuring the health and safety of all workers. OHS responsibilities vary among provinces, but in general, they cover the following. General responsibilities of governments for occupational health and safety include enforcement of occupational health and safety legislation, workplace inspections, dissemination of information, promotion of training, education and research, resolution of OHS disputes. Employees' responsibilities include the following: responsibility to work in compliance with OH&S acts and regulations, responsibility to use personal protective equipment and clothing as directed by the employer, responsibility to report workplace hazards and dangers, responsibility to work in a manner as required by the employer and use the prescribed safety equipment. Employees' 3 basic rights: right to refuse unsafe work, right to participate in the workplace health and safety activities through Joint Health and Safety Committee, JHSC, or as a worker health and safety representative, right to be informed about actual and potential dangers in the workplace. Managers and supervisors act on behalf of the employer and hence have the responsibility to meet the duties of the employer as specified in the Act. As a manager or supervisor, he or she must ensure that workers use prescribed protective equipment devices, must advise workers of potential and actual hazards, must take every reasonable precaution in the circumstances for the protection of workers. An employer must to take every reasonable precaution to ensure the workplace is safe, train employees about any potential hazards and how to safely use, handle, store, and dispose of hazardous substances and how to handle emergencies, supply personal protective equipment, and ensure workers know how to use the equipment safely and properly. Immediately report all critical injuries to the government department responsible for OH&S. Appoint a competent supervisor who sets the standards for performance and to ensure safe working conditions are always observed. The Canadian oil and gas industry recognized that workers that have completed any of the following general safety orientation programs and have been made aware of and informed the general safety expectations across the industry. Petroleum Industry Training Program from Inform. Construction Safety Training System from the Alberta Construction Safety Association. Pipeline Construction Safety Training Course from the Construction Sector Council. Marksmen is core certified, IS Networld, Comply Works, and PICS registered, and strives to ensure that historic success is a precursor to future opportunities. Thanks for joining us in seeing this dream come true. For more information, visit us at www.marksmeninc.com.